It's a novelty in motor racing, and the E in this case stands for electric. 10 teams with 2 drivers each competing on 10 tracks around the world. This new championship buzzed into action in 2014 and has now entered its 2nd season. And for the first time, there will be an E-Prix, that's what they call them, in central Paris on April 23rd. The CEO of Formula E, Alejandro Agag, is with us on set. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, first off, how did the idea of a 100% electric professional racing championship come about?
Well, we were a group of people coming from the world of motorsport, and we thought something was missing. We thought that bringing together sustainability and the green agenda and motorsport, which we loved, could be a good idea, could be a winner. And that's what we did. We created a project with a new technology that was just starting to be available. And we did 100% a global racing championship.
And what obstacles did you face? Was it difficult to convince people to buy into this project?
Well, it was very difficult because in the beginning, nobody thought we were going to make it. Everybody looked at us like, that's impossible to do. That was a big motivation. And a lot of people joined us on the way. Some F1 teams gave technology, big partners joined, big drivers joined, and the cities around the world were very supportive. Like the example of Paris, which we announced today. Mayors are all worried about pollution in the cities.
That's right. And the issue most regularly cited with electric cars is the battery life. How do you deal with that in the context of a race, of a professional race?
Batteries is still the big limitation of electric cars. What we did was we give 2 cars to each driver. So they drive 1 car for the first part of the race, then they swap car, and they continue with their 2nd car. That, it's a limitation, but we think in 3 or 4 years we're going to be able to just do it with 1 car, and we will demonstrate how much batteries are evolving, because technology and battery technology really is the name of the game.
That's right. And is the goal of this racing championship is to raise awareness about sustainable energies, but is it also maybe with the technology involved helping to elaborate new technology for sustainable energy?
Our goal, what we would like to see, is that every single car in the world is electric. And that we want to do by doing 2 things. Raising awareness, making electric cars more popular with the people, especially with the younger generation, but also improve the technology. And competition has been traditionally the place where technology in the motor industry has made big advances.
Alejandro Agag, let me ask you, petrol heads will tell you a motor circuit, it's loud. Is it going to be quieter?
Well, it's a lot quieter. I'm a petrol head myself. Now I would be like a spark head or something. But we couldn't race in the heart of Paris or in the heart of Hong Kong or in the heart of Beijing if we would make the traditional motorsport noise. The mayor of Paris gave us the permission because we are electric. So I think that gives us a unique angle. We don't compete with traditional motor racing. I think we complement.
Do you think that, these cars can go up to 225 kilometers per hour, which is still far from Formula One standards, but how do you think the margin of progression is going to be?
These cars could go at 300 kilometers per hour or at 350, but maybe for like 10 minutes. So it's all a balance of how long you want to go and how fast you want to go. As the batteries progress, performance will automatically progress because the motor is very small. It's just 16 kilos and produces 300 horsepower. We would just put 4 motors, we would have over 1,000 horsepower.
So you also came up with an idea called a fan boost, where fans can vote for their favorite driver using social media before the race, and the top 3 drivers in the vote get an extra boost of energy for their race. What does that bring to the competition, and how did you come up with that idea?
We wanted to make the championship interactive, and many people speak about interactivity, but what is that? We wanted to give the fans a real effect in the race. And it's the first time ever that fans can influence a sport. The 3 drivers that get more votes from the fans on social media get an extra 50 horsepower during 5 seconds. So if a guy is going 2nd, but he gets a fan boost from the fans, he can overtake the guy in front of him and win the race. And effectively, the fans will be making that happen. That has never happened. It cannot happen in tennis or in football, but you could give an extra penalty at the end of the game, but that would be a bit probably controversial.
Thank you very much, Alejandro Agag. And that's all we have time for sport.
All right, an electrifying concept. Let's hope it takes off.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.